So they've now been approved, and then we are reinstalling our worship ministers that have been worship ministers for a while. That's the other Kathy and Dana and Carla, and I'm very happy to welcome back Jackie and sabbatical. So we are installing all of you today. God, who came down to earth in the form of Jesus the Christ, calls all of us to faith and a life of loving service to all. You stand among us today as one called to render a particular service, the service of being a worship minister, a gift from God to inspire us, to love us, and to do good works among us. And so now I would like to share with you a reading from 1 Peter. Above all, hold unfailing your love for one another, since love covers a multitude of sins. Practice hospitality ungrudgingly to one another. As each has received a gift, employ it for one another as good stewards of God's very grace. Whoever speaks, speak as one who utters oracles of God. Whoever renders service, do it as one who renders it by the strength which God supplies, in order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. And to God belongs the glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Amen. I now ask each of you, will you assume this duty as a worship minister in the confidence that it comes from God? If so, answer, I will, and I ask God to help me.
I will, and I ask God to help me.
Will you carry out this ministry in accordance with the teachings and practices of our church? If so, answer, I will, and I ask God to help me.
I will, and I ask God to help me.
Will you be diligent in your study of the Holy Scriptures and faithful in your use of the means of grace and in prayer? If so, answer, I will, and I ask God to help me.
I will, and I ask God to help me.
Will you trust in God's care? Seek to grow in love for those you serve. Strive for excellence in your skills and adorn the gospel of God with a godly life. If so, answer, I will, and I ask God to help me.
I will, and I ask God to help me.
Almighty God, who has given you the will and the calling to do these things, graciously give you the strength and compassion to perform them. Amen. And now, I will anoint each of you. I'm anointing you with oil that I picked out all by myself. And each of you will be anointed with a bottle of oil that is going to be yours to use in others, or to anoint others. I want you to know that most of us are used to seeing the worship ministers in service. You're used to seeing them give communion and offer prayers, participate with the offering and all of that, but they do more than that, and I just want to let you know what they do. They're available for people who are hospitalized. They're available for people who are homebound. Many of them have gone to pray with people just because they needed someone to pray with them. And I want you to know that I trust each of them completely. And I have now empowered them to do the kind of thing that you've always looked at me to do, to come to the hospital, to pray with you, and I am still absolutely willing to do all those things. But now you have other people. You have other people to talk with, to pray with, to in confidence share your deepest needs. And I want you to know something, and I'm saying this to all of you. What you say to these worship ministers is in confidence. If it's a situation that they believe I need to know about, they will share it with me. Otherwise, it's just between them and you. And if you ask them not to share it with anybody, including me, they will honor that for you. And I just wanted to make sure each of you knows that. These are very worthy people, and they have a very special home. So now I anoint you, Jackie, as a worship minister. And hand you this anointing oil for your use, for the use of our people. And anoint you, Connie. And give you the oil to use. There's an extra oil here. Mostly it's for me when I forget mine. But I want you to know it's going to be on the altar each and every Sunday as a reminder to all of us that these people are here for you. And don't think for one moment they're not here for anyone that you feel has need. We received a phone call from our snowbirds, Ellen and Linda, a couple weeks ago. A dear friend of theirs down here in St. Augustine was hospitalized. Her name is Susan. And they asked me to go and pray with her. Never met her. She was in an induced coma when I went and anointed her. And I hear that she's coming out of that, and I continue to pray. But let me tell you, that's what they're here for. You have a neighbor, a friend, and don't forget, we anoint our pets. We've already said our blessing of the animals with each one of them will be anointed. So this is just a way that God works through all of us to give you the blessings that you need. I will stand, please.